Hello everyone, welcome back to Crochet Delight. I'm Barbara and welcome back to my channel and welcome back to Hot Off the Hook Friday. And look who I got. My little 9-year-old pup, Sophia. Say hi. So, she's here with me today because, I made her. Otherwise, she'd be running around, just ignoring me, because I just did her hair, and she doesn't like that. So, to all of you who have been waiting, this is my hair. It's not exactly what I was going for, but it's starting to grow on me. But there are going to be some tweaks coming Monday. I'm probably going to be darkening up the roots a little bit, and a lot of the rosy pink right here has actually washed out of my hair when the hairstylist was putting it in. So she wanted to wait a couple of days to see if it would take more in, and I'm probably going to have down here lightened a little bit more. So she didn't have to bleach anything. The bleach job that I had done that you guys saw last video was actually enough to get all of this done, and all she did was tone the bottom and it came out really nice. And this looks really nice. I love the transition from the purple to the pink. It's definitely not what I was looking for, but it is beautiful in its own right. And she's just not happy with me. But anyways, so welcome back to my channel, and this week we do have an entry by Bear's Crochet Critters, and I want you guys to really take a good look at her entry. It's something that not a lot of people have done, and I'm very excited that she was actually able to do it because not many people can actually fix up an old spinning wheel. Stop sighing. But what she did was she took an old spinning wheel that was missing some parts, and she was actually able to find some pieces that actually went with it and fixed it up, and that's hard to do. It's a very big commitment for anyone that finds an old wheel. And a lot of old wheels nowadays just don't have all the parts, and unless you ask an expert, you won't know what goes with what. Hi. Like, my first wheel, if I hadn't bought that and I had it new like it is, then I never would have known all the parts that went to a wheel, and even then, the parts differ from wheel to wheel. So, take a look at her restored. So that was the brand new wheel that, well, to her it's brand new wheel, but the wheel that she restored, I see you. If you want to go, go. So, I think it came out great, and I'm kind of interested to see what else she does. I want to see how her experience with the wheel is going to go, because spinning on a wheel and spinning on a drop spindle are two completely different worlds. While the drop spindle is the very basic and the first thing a lot of people learn when they go into spinning, it does prepare you for a spinning wheel, and it's definitely a lot harder on a spinning wheel than on a drop spindle, and it will take some time to get used to. So I'm actually going to pause this real quick because of her. All right, she just needed to get down because she had to pee. But anyways, so what was I talking about? Yes, I am really looking forward to seeing her first finished project off of a spinning wheel. It's gonna be so nice. I bet she's gonna love how hard the process can be. It's one of those love-hate relationships with the spinning wheel when you're first trying. But anyways, so my station over there is a little messy. I mean, everything right here is the same. Just over here has changed, and even further that way has changed a little bit because I tried something new. But I'm not going to show you just yet because I want to show you some yarn. I mean, what would my channel be without yarn? So I had an order. Somebody wanted a special order of a yarn that I had created a while back, and it took so long for me to get it done because I have just been so busy, and I finally got it done, but they haven't messaged me back, and somebody else messaged me for the same thing. So for me, it's a first come, first serve. If the second person contacts me before the first person did, then the second person would get it, and the first person would have to wait for another skein of yarn. But here it is. So there are many, many different things that I do to this. First off, I use alpaca. I use black alpaca, and that's the black that's in this. I use merino, I use corridel, and I used dyed merino and corridel as well as regular. There is white in there. So all this blue right here and right here, those are dyed. The blue is dyed merino, and the very soft pink is dyed corridel. And what I do is the merino I will dye with food coloring. So it's more of a non-acid dye, and the little pink I will dye with avocado. And if I let it sit even longer, I can get a more brighter pink or fuchsia. It will actually turn fuchsia. And who would have thought? Avocado, pits and skins, turns pink. You would think green. No, it turns pink. And I will say, my hair is actually growing on me the more I see it in this video so far. Maybe it's because I curled my hair properly. And yes, I curled my hair myself. I don't do it at salons because it's just very harmful with their curling irons, and my hair doesn't enjoy it. But this does have a name, and it's a very unique name because it is based off of a YouTuber here on YouTube, and I've mentioned him before, Brandon Ferris. Yes, you guys have heard me rant to those jerks that are saying crap like they wish I would die, telling them to go screw themselves, pretty much. But this is named after his biggest catchphrase, Dear Jesus, which is Dear Jesus. Just take the D and the J and switch them, and there you go. So it originally had a little more pink in this, but the colorway, like all other colorways, differ. So there's quite a bit more blue in this one. I'm gonna see if I can try and get some of the pink back in the other one. There's definitely a lot of purple, and I think if I had a little more pink in here, it would show off the purple a little bit, but I kind of really like this one. But take another look. And I finally got my wheel to operate not my wheel, my drum carder to operate properly, so it's actually blending the colors better. But anyways, now it's on to the project that turned my station into a mess, and trust me, you can't even see half of the mess. I wanted to try my hand at bookbinding, and, well, it worked. It came out pretty good. I mean, this is extremely uneven, and I did want a curved edge so it would fit in your hand. So I did curve the pages a little bit. So I might go back in and use, let's see, maybe a little razor blade and kind of clean that up a bit. But as far as I can tell, I did a decent job, and I wish I could show you guys the binding, because the binding came out really, really nice. I will show you on the next one, because I am going to do another one. This one I don't like that much, because I love the fabric that I chose, but it's what's underneath of the fabric that I don't like. And that's cardboard, because I had nothing else to make a cover. So the next time I go and make a book, it will have, I'm probably going to use cardstock on the very end of each one, and I am going to definitely use wood instead of cardboard. And I'm probably going to do some exposed binding books, and who knows, I might end up going in a little deeper and doing some wood burning. So those are some possibilities, but I tried my hand at it, and the binding itself is extremely therapeutic. It's very relaxing, and although the paper doesn't always want to stay in its right state, in its right mind, I want to say, the binding is very beautiful when it comes out, and it's not that big of a hassle. Probably the biggest hassle is covering it. So yeah, but this is it. And it lays really nice for a handmade book. Handmade little scrapbook. So, the question I have for you guys is, what should I do with this? So, think about it, and go ahead and pretty much tell me anything that you think I should do with this. It's all blank pages. There are 13 signatures, and for those that don't know what a signature is, you see those little folds right over here? Those are signatures. It's the sectioning. So I could literally pull out, minus that page. Come on. There we go. That little section, see, it's a little folded right there? That's a signature. It's a grouping of paper that has been folded for, to make a book. That's a signature. So it's all blank inside. I am going to stamp it. I do have my Handmade by Crochet Delight stamp, and I gotta find wherever the heck that went. That just disappeared. So I don't know where that is, but once I find it, I'm going to be stamping this. And what should I do with it? And to lastly kick this off, don't forget Sophia's birthday is coming up, which means there's going to be a giveaway done from Sophia to you guys. And that is going to fall on a Saturday. So you'll have Hot Off the Hook Friday from me. But then there will be a giveaway the next day. See, her birthday is the 29th, so keep that in your books. And I can't wait for you guys to see what she's going to send out to you guys. And yeah, I hope you guys have a delightful day, and happy hooking, everyone!